Hi friends, I really wanted to do one on this topic called subjective versus objective trading, thinking in trading, and how it can really help you during a trading psychology and execution process. Okay, so we'll get started on this one. It will be a quick, short one. So we define, trading, thinking in two types. Okay, from a trading thinking point of view, when you're planning, you're executing everything. Okay, call something as an objective thinking, which is essentially thinking like I think so, I feel like this will happen. I'm sure this is going to happen. I have knew something like this. So where you are putting in a lot of subjectivity without any definition of level up, राइट पर्सपेक्टिव आप ये नहीं स्पेसिफिक लेवल या कुछ जोन्स नहीं सोच रहे हैं बट आप सोच रहे हैं कि ये होना चाहिए ये होगा या ऐसा होना चाहिए sort of a thing. So I'm not having a very objective or a precise level or a definition of what I want to do, where I want to do. Okay, so trading may you need to know where and what. Okay, and based on what, so sort of a thing. Okay, objective thinking would essentially qualify as this is my bull bear level, ye mera bullish bearish level hai, this is the zone I'm looking to sell us to be active. For example, based on the previous price action or profile, you want to see that this is a active zone, or you're bullish above or bearish below certain moving averages, typically जो लोग moving average follow करते हैं, ठीक है, or you're bullish on a holding pivot point, so sometimes people follow the weekly pivots, daily pivots, CPR, things like that. So you have levels based on that. That is one way of looking at it, which is still objective. Okay, and then another is the value area concept. So you also have levels based on value area, जिसके basis पे आप bullish या bearish plan अपना define करते हैं. ठीक है? Idea क्या है? Idea is to make a defined strategic and rule-based improvements to your trading plan and learn to trade based on more than just emotion and gut. Okay, so you want your trading to evolve from subjective to objective. Okay, once you fully grasp this implication and the impact of this, your improvement to develop both, you can make large improvements to develop both your better trading decision making and eventually the outcome. Okay, so your decision making and outcome will eventually improve based on this for sure. Okay, now, having said that, how do you define and how do you put forward an objective framework? Okay, that is the next step. मैं objective को कैसे start करूँ या कैसे define करूँ? Okay, so I've broken the objective framework into two steps. Okay, one is your pre-market framework, then during market framework, and within during market framework, I'm calling something as active data points. Okay, प्री मार्केट फ्रेमवर्क इज व्हाट, मार्केट आवर्स चालू नहीं हुआ है, आपने अपना एक डे प्लान बनाया है, अपना लेवल्स ड्रॉ किया है, अपना योर लेवल्स और एवरीथिंग, लेट्स से. So this could be based on previous day pivot points, this could be based on previous day value area, this could be based on previous day profile. For example, it was neutral profile, bullish profile, bearish profile, based on those things. Okay, similarly, Similarly, these are the things that will help you define a pre-market plan. Pre-market plan मतलब market चालू नहीं हुआ है, but you have a plan कि I'm going to do this, ठीक है, based on these levels. That is pre-market plan. Then comes during market hours. Fine, my pre-market is there. Then market can open gap up, gap down, within level, within zone, your levels, etc. And then within that day, market can evolve from आपने सोचा होगा pre-market plan based on yesterday structure. मैं bullish, but today it can turn bearish, whatever. Okay. So then observe market behavior, again data based observation of market behavior during the market hours. Okay, this could be with respect to pivot points, value area, market कहाँ trade हो रहा है, with respect to view up कहाँ पर है, so if I'm bullish above view up, bearish below view up, something like that. Moving averages, for example, आप कोई भी moving 10-20 moving average follow करते हैं, उसके ऊपर है नीचे है, these sort of things. Okay, so that way it will give you a definition of defining my bearish and bullish basis on the market hours. So for example, my initial, let's say, pre-market thesis was today I'm looking for a bullish play, let's say as an example. Okay, and that is my pre-market thesis, bullish play. Why bullish? Until this level holds, that is again my objectivity here. Then I'm coming in during market hours, market is probably trading around that level or below that level. Okay, or within that level. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, I have to be bullish, but it is still holding below the view up. Okay, so I'm not thinking I'm bullish yet. So again, I'm defining a framework. Okay, or I'm thinking no, now it is below this level and below view up, I'm looking for a bearish play. Okay, so that is where your objective thinking based on levels during market hours come in. Okay, Okay, I'm looking for a bearish play. Now these are still evolving data point. जैसे pivot point है वो तो fixed ही हो जाता है, view up है वो evolve करता है, slow moving है, moving average भी ऐसा ही है, but these are still good points. I am not saying these are not good, and this should work for most of the scenarios. Okay, most I am sure this will work, and I also use them for sure. Okay, now, but what will further enhance your ability to execute and ability to sort of get good refined entry is looking at more active data point. Active data point is what? How is cumulative delta today versus the rest of the price movement? Okay, is it in line, out of line? So then अगर in line है तो then I am है ना my मेरा bearish thesis correct है. Okay, let's say my bearish thesis is active. अगर नहीं है, so I'm looking at a scenario where markets are probably bearish for now, but I'm looking them to fail so that I can have a bullish plan in play. Okay. Okay. Then relative candle delta, this is something we observe and trade की delta अभी कितना है ना this candle के respect में versus next few candles कितना है, so that we know कि ये अचानक एक trend change intraday में हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, और trend कोई भी side में, ठीक है. That is one thing. Large orders typically this is a very good sign to see that कि market की कहीं पर एक 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 जगह आके अटक रहा है या एक जगह से बड़ा flow होने का chances है कि नहीं है. So these are the things that will help you. Similarly, looking at absorption at the top, okay, or if the trend is up, looking at exhaustion, so that market you can look for a reversal of trend, for example. Okay, so again, this is based on your levels. So, for example, you have a resistance plant. Now I'm seeing some absorption happening. Okay, so I know the resistance is becoming an active one. So fine, I had made a plan that this is a resistance. Will I short right away at this one? No. Then I'm looking at price, absorption, other things at this level to confirm my plan, and then to execute based on active data points. Right? That is how you sort of evolve from a pre-market framework, start observing it during market hours. Okay, with your plan, and then during market hours look for more active data points to refine your execution, entry and exit. Okay, clear? Okay. I think then that's the way it is. Then secondly, the last point I would want to cover is objective thinking evolution. Okay, the when you start you are talking about objective thinking, our first thing is to sort of draw levels. For example, my support, resistance levels, etc. Okay, I'll think, okay, this is my support, this is my resistance, this is my let's say pivot, and this is my support, something like that. Okay, break of which I'm bearish. Okay, I'm looking to short around the resistance because the close was bearish, something like that, right? These are my levels. Okay, but then going beyond levels is to think about scenarios. If you start visualizing a map in your mind, कि this is the scenario for me, okay, that is, and then I think once the scenario emerges in front of you, आपको जब वो scenario play out दिखेगा होने में, you are more confident in executing it. Okay, start thinking and visualizing scenarios, draw it on a paint or anything, and then save it and see how it is working for you. Okay, that will really help. For example, फाइन आई हैड दिस लेवल्स, नाउ व्हाट. सो आई नो देन नेक्स्ट व्हाट क्या है, मैंने लेवल तो ड्रॉ कर लिया, उसके बाद क्या है, उसके बाद मैंने देखा कि कल चलो यहाँ पर रेजिस्टेंस आया था, यहाँ पर वीक क्लोज हुआ था, और फिर यहाँ जाके अटका, यहाँ पर लो है. सो माय फर्स्ट थीसिस इज क्या, चलो अगर यहाँ पर होल्ड करता है इसके नीचे, दिस पिवट के नीचे होल्ड करता है, आई एम गोइंग टू ट्राई. सो आई एम लुकिंग फॉर मार्केट टू सॉर्ट ऑफ होल्ड हियर, stop here and go here. Then maybe I'm thinking, okay, support. This is my scenario two. One, if support breaks, I'm looking for a downside, scenario three, right? Okay. So then, you'll have your downside target levels and all that. But generally, once you plan this, so first I saw market opening here, immediately we went short. Then we would have looked for a long here, but this candle closed, and then this candle took resistance exactly at the mark level. Then we went for a further short. These are the ways you'll evolve your scenarios and play it out. Okay. So up scenario next, beyond resistance and support, I would urge you to start thinking in terms of scenarios as well, which will help you visualize and plan and execute better. Okay, I think that's about it. We'll keep it short, nothing more. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening and good week ahead.